Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if no one told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Nikita, she loves you. Okay, send a love and light out into the whole entire world. Boom. How y'all feeling today? Feel me? I'm feeling really good. Okay. I want to tell y'all something what cracks me up about people. And I know that y'all probably went through this or you probably heard somebody say this one time, but I'm going to tell y'all what it really looks like and what it sounds like. I've been on like a weight loss journey for a little minute, but I actually work out. So this dude just randomly comes up. He's like, so who are you losing weight for? I'm like, what? Like, you losing this weight for me? I'm like, if I gotta lose weight for you to want to be with me, boy, bye. Beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, beat it with a drum. But that's more insulting. Like, especially for a person who's like putting in work and, they doing a thing. So I'm just trying to figure out like why I gotta lose weight, or if I'm trying to be healthy, why is it that it's always for a person? Like, people think that you just can't do something for yourself. So maybe the only reason why I say that is because I dress up every night. Okay, guys, I'm dressed in lingerie every night. I dance to me. I rub on every part of my body and I tell my body I love it every single day. Like, you can't take that from me at all. And so people like, well, what you mean? Like, what's up? Like, what you got going on? And the whole thing about that is I love me. I love every part of me. Like, there's not a part of me that I do not love. There's not a part of me that I just want to say this. Like, there's not a part of me that I have ever wanted to be like, you know what? I don't. Like, no, I love me, guys. Like, if you don't know that, I'm here to tell y'all. In real life, I love me no matter what size I am. Okay. A lot of people don't know, like, it's just the way how it goes. Like, and so it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, no matter what size I am, I'm still the same person. Some people change who they are. I don't. I'm me. I can't, like Lil Wayne. I'm me. So, bitch, who's you? You're not me. You feel me? I made the laugh right there. Y'all know I'm petty, so hold on. But nah, real talk, real life, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie to nobody when I say that. Like, I really love B. I remember I was posting on Snapchat on my birthday. I did a beautiful thing last year. I did like a self-love birthday. It was really amazing. And I had my sales light up. Okay. When I tell you, you can make yourself glow, people don't understand that. You don't have to be pregnant to glow. You can make yourself glow. I got the recipe. But anyways, I did that and I had on my lingerie. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep in my lingerie today. I love me. I don't know. I just got up and just was dancing in my lingerie. Oh, I'm sexy. Guys, that's what self-love looks like for real. Really, really. Getting up, loving yourself in any shape and form, that you are in. Whether you depressed, you have anxiety or anything, just get up and just dance. Dance in the rhythm of where you are at. Some people do not understand it. I dance in any form that I am at. Oh, it's raining. All right, let me get in here and dance real quick. I remember I had a water leak in my house, and I'm like, you know what? That's just God pouring down on this abundance on me. My friend was like, bro, it's funny. I'm like, I'm just saying for real. You got to learn how to be happy. Some people are not happy about where they are at. I am extremely happy about every form of where I am at and everything that I am doing. I really like helping people in real life. Some people really don't. Okay, I know that, I can see it, I can sense it, but I like helping people in real life. Like, it really gives me energy to help someone else. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, guys, clap for me one time. But I just want to say this. You know what I don't like? People's opinions about my dating life. Okay, like, and it's really crazy because I remember one time, like, this guy was like, I always wanted to talk to you. I said, so why didn't you talk to me? He gonna sit up there and no lie, no cap, and say, well, I feel like you got hoes. I said, hoes? What hoes? Where they at? Cause I'm gonna need some. Like, where they at? Like, and he just busts out and he's like, well, I'm just saying. I'm like, so if you say I got hoes, that means you're saying that I am a hoe. You feel me? But that must mean that you got hoes, cause you saying I got hoes, you got hoes. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of men that like me. But I don't know, entertain everybody. There's a difference between being with someone and entertaining them. Okay, like, I'm not going to entertain them. It might be conversation entertainment, but as far as like sexually entertainment, nah, I'm picky. I'm picky about who I have sex with, all that. Like, I am super flaming hot, petty, and picky about that. Like, I just don't share my body with anybody. So if a man comes up to me and he says, oh, well, you know, like, you're too pretty not to have a lot of people. Like, what? Like, so you think all pretty girls, you feel like, hold on, I mean, I'm just trying to make sure I get this straight. So you think that all pretty girls, okay, guys, like, that they're hoes when you say a comment like that? No, that's not how. Yes, it is. I'm that person. No, you're going to communicate with me. We're going to communicate like an adult. So what are you saying? Like, it's so crazy that people don't really understand that at all. Like, what are you saying? It was like, well, you know, then one day I seen you out and you was talking to this dude. And I'm like, what that dude look like? This man said my whole ass brother. And I'm like, so you think, I'm like, of course, like, what, don't you be with your sister? Why would not be with my brother? Like, why do you think I'll lie about who my brother is? Some people lie about that. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that, but why would I lie about my brother? What did my brother do to you to, you know, make you feel like you got to lie to me, lie on me, and apply something to me that doesn't belong to me, my energy or anything? Like, but you swear up and down you see me with someone, but the person you see me with was my brother. So then now how you feel about that? Then the dude was like, nah, that's not your brother. Like, he's way too dark to be your brother. I said, excuse me? We got the same mama and daddy. What are you talking about? Like, he's too dark to be my brother. What? Like, people be saying some crazy stuff. And I'm like, for real, guys, like, I think here's my question I'm going to ask, but let me finish what I was saying. People be saying some really crazy stuff when they'll be hearing them out. Like, so you just think that I'm just out here just talking to everybody and anybody. Like, that don't make no sense. Okay. But then you still want to talk about me. But if you feel like I'm a hoe, then why you want to fuck with me then? You feel me? Like, it'd be really weird. Like, I don't know. People are weird sometimes, guys. Like, but this is what I have experienced in the past. Like, guys always like, oh, you know, you feel like you got a lot of guys. Like, you ain't seen me talk to nobody. You ain't even seen me out on a date with nobody. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? That means that's whatever you saying about me, that's what you are doing. You understand, people? Like, for real, like, they're doing that. So I have a question, and you can leave a comment on any of my social media platform, on my webpage, under this episode. here's my question to y'all. Men and women, when is the last time you made someone wait? And I'm going to ask men that because not too many men wait. And I feel like if I can, and here's my theory on it. I feel like if I can smash you, like take you down, I ain't gonna mess with you. Because I feel like you a hoe and you a thought and you just fuck with anybody. Like, when the last time y'all really made somebody wait and get to know you and actually really date and not date with sex, guys? Like, when the last time y'all really made a woman like wait? I was listening to this Vito song. He said his dick ain't free. I think it's like DAF on his new album on Mood Swings. And he was like, yeah, because I'm the type of guy, I'll make you wait. And I was like, damn. Like, what does that look like nowadays? Like, do y'all men make women wait and actually really date? Or y'all just out here, in here. You know, that's a Cincinnati slang. That means like, you just out here. You're out here in the street. But you also in here, you in the street. So you out here, in here. You're out here outside and you're also inside, outside. But when the last time y'all really make somebody wait? You feel me? And it's like, I don't know. It's really weird to me, like, because if you a man, I guess I'm just different, but it's just like, how can I trust you that to know that you're not having sex with someone else? Well, not even that, because you gotta assume like people, you know, nowadays, like people do have sex, and if they don't, that's what's up. Because every time I tell somebody like I ain't had sex and I say how long I ain't had it, and they be like, what? Like, really? You should be having somebody love on you all night, every day. And I'm like, I don't want just any random guy doing that. Yes, I want my person. I don't want that. Like, I mean, but our world is so sexualized now. It's to the point where, you know, people view you sexually before they even view you. I'm telling y'all, it's so crazy how like some people come at me now, like, and this is my comment to guys, like, no lie, moving forward. Shots fired. I was literally sitting up there. A guy came up to me and he was talking to me. I guess it's like somebody I used to talk to back in the day. And he was like, so every time I see you, I just want to rip off your clothes. I said, so you don't want to take me out on no date? Oh, you don't want to love me? Oh, you don't want to marry me? But you're willing to rip off my clothes and enter my body, but you don't know me? And it's so weird to me that men do this a lot. Like, they'll come up to me like, oh my gosh, like, and they'll start talking to me and they be like, you know what? I really want you, like, I want you sexually. I want to take your clothes off. Like, and I'm like, so you don't want to date? And that's what it sounds like. Oh, I said, so you willing to enter my body without dating me? This is so weird. Like, you're willing to enter my body. You don't know me at all. Like, what happened if I was a masked man murderer and the moment that me and you have sex, I kill you? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what happened if that was that? And you just laying down here having sex with anybody. Like, what is going on? Like, if you don't know me from a can of paint, and this is not me saying like, oh, you know, like people, I am a very, very gorgeous woman inside and out. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, when I say I'm gorgeous, I'm gorgeous. I'm really the it girl, her. But I'm saying this from a point of view to where it's like, I want y'all to see what you doing. So imagine me, I'm on a healing journey, and guys they just only like, you know what, like, I really want to have sex with you. And we just keep having sex, keep having sex, keep having sex. But I'm not getting what I want. And y'all know that there's some people is guilty to genre crime. I'm not getting what I want. You want sex. I don't. I want sex with this extra stuff. You just want sex. I'm not in that phase of my life where I'm like, okay, I just want sex and we out. Like, you feel me? I'm not in that phase. I don't want that. That's never been me at all. At all. So it's like, when guys say that and I'm like, so basically, you just want to just have sex with me. Cause and the one dude was like, cause you walk and talk like you got good sex. I said, of course I do. That's besides the point. The point is that you're viewing me sexually. You ain't even see the best part of me. The best part of me, my heart. The best part of me is just me in general. Like, what? My personality dope. So you want to skip a dating phase and then y'all gotta say, oh, I can't find a woman. Well, that's the reason why you can't find a woman is because you skip dating phases. People, I gotta understand, there is phases in dating. Okay, guys, like, 1, let's meet up. Let's go out. 2, let's like go out a few times. I want to see if I like you. And then for the people who, you know, do extra curriculum activities. So if you smoke and you drink, I'm like, hold on. Let me see how I vibe with you when I'm drunk. Let me see how I vibe with you if I'm high. You feel me? Because this is the reality, like, guys. Like, and this is not me promoting drugs, by the way. This is me just saying, like, this is real. Like, this is real life. Like, let me see if I can mess with you in my environment. Let me see if I can mess with you in your environment. But now, like, I be on some, you know what? I really be on that, let me see you in all stages. I want to see when you mad, how you communicate when you get mad. I need to know your Mars, baby. So that way I know how to deal, your Mars and your Mercury. So I know how to deal with you when you get mad and you communicate. Okay? That's very important. People like to skip that. Like, no, little baby. Like, what we ain't gonna do is do that. Like, like, you only view me for sex? It's so crazy because I think, like, I don't had a lot of people hit me up and, like, that I used to talk with. And, like, some people I was intimate with, they hit me up and he was like, I just really, 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 really want you. I'm like, you want me? Why? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, I told you what I wanted and you can't comply to that. That's kind of easy. Like, taking a woman actually out on a date, like, what's wrong with that? Like, and women, why are y'all allowing men to come fuck with you if they don't take you out on a date? Like, what? People be like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, like, you act like you got to spend $1 million. And if you that petty, where the point that you don't have the funds to take a woman out, then you shouldn't even be dating or having sex with a woman. You need to get yourself together first. I remember I was watching this TikTok video and the guy said, these are the type of men that you should not date. And I told y'all about my date that I really, 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 really loved. Okay. Like, I prayed, I like prayed, like manifested that, like, baby, the universe showed out. And I'm like, I really want to go on a date, like, somebody who actually planned for me. When somebody planned for you, it's totally different, guys. Like, no lie. Like, it's totally different and you can feel it. And it's like, okay. The thing I want to say is this, because I want to make sure I'm saying this right, because I'm getting so many messages at one time. Y'all know me. You should not date a man who does not have his money right. Because if he don't have his money right, the whole time he's sitting on this date, he's thinking about how to get his money right. So he ain't really focused on you, because men are raised to make sure that they have their money in their pocket. That's what makes them a man. Okay. So y'all got to think about that. Like, and when I heard him say that, he was like, yeah, he's like, and then too, you shouldn't date a man who does not want to date. Like, if a man don't want to date you, you don't even need to be involved with him if he ain't on the same level or wanting to be with you. Like, no. And then he said something else I forgot. But that's the main thing I really want to point out, guys. Like, I always ask people, even when I first meet them, so what is your intentions? Like, what is your intentions here? Get what I'm saying? Like, what is your end goal? Like, do you want a relationship? Do you not? Like, and so if they don't want a relationship, bro, we're not finna move forward. I'm finna cut this off, and you finna do what you do. And I'm about to do what I do best. And that's like my motherfucking business. It's like, no, I'm just playing. But just really just, guys, like, it's really to the point where it's like people kind of sexualize things. Like every single thing. Dating. They sexualize dating. They sexualize, how can I put it to you? They just sexualize a lot of stuff. Okay, guys? Like, even if it comes to dating, even if it comes to like just being real and being pure with it. Like, a lot of people don't understand that, like, that point of it and that view of it. Like, why you gotta look at me like only thing I can offer you is sex? Like, and some people don't look at it like that because they're just talking. Like, the only thing you want from me is sex? Are you serious? Like, that's the only thing I'm good enough to give you is sex. Nah, bro, I'm cool. I don't want it. 2 on the clock. But nah, for real, I don't want it. I be telling people that, like, I don't like that. Like, don't, as a man and you want to approach me, you better not mention sex. You shouldn't mention sex to me. And I'm not speaking for everybody else, but I don't think you should mention sex to me at all. Like, until you know me, like, all right, well, let's see this and this and that. I don't like that, guys. Like, it's so crazy, like, because people who really amaze me and the way how they come at you. Like I said, so some people like to gaslight and they like to lie. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. You can be in a dating phase, getting to know someone and blase. And they'll tell you, like, oh, you know what? I want to take you out on dates, chip, all this and all that. But they want to pull up at your house. Why you want to come to my house? Why I can't come to your house? Like, no. Why you want to come to my house? And then, shout out to my Caribbean people. My Caribbean friend was like, man, I don't even let people come in my house. Like, I don't know what kind of energy they come to. Like, some people ain't never seen my house and they will never see my house. I don't care how long we are friends. And so people be mad because I'll be like, I don't like the fact, like, you know, you just want to pull up at my house. What do you mean you want to pull up at my house? To do what? I'm already in here. I'm trying to leave out. Like, especially for them guys who be, I remember, like, when I kid free, they'd be like, well, let me pull up at your house. I'm like, why we got to pull up at my house? Why you can't get me out the house? You feel me? Like, are you serious? Like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Like, you're used to this, and women accept this type of behavior, and y'all think it's okay until you get a woman who be like, I'm cool, bro. I'm good, love. Enjoy. And it's like, I'm not about to sit up there and play no games with anybody, but I kind of don't want to talk to somebody who the only thing you view me as is you just want sex. That's a turnoff to me. Like, I don't even want to do it. It just, I don't know how to put it. It just won't sit right with me. It won't resonate with me correctly. I'm just like, you know what? I'm good, love. Like, I don't want it. And some people be upset because I'm like, would I rather sacrifice a part of me in order to get what I want? Like, yeah. Like some people don't know that. Like you gotta understand something. Some people patient. Some people really do fasting. Some people really do like love their self. And when you start valuing yourself, loving yourself, you're like, you know what? I ain't stepped in this behavior. I ain't stepped in that behavior. And like a lot of men be mad at that, like, oh, you stuck up. And no, stand your right, hold your rights. And I think like you guys, if women are coming at y'all like that, y'all need to start making these women wait. Because y'all play a part of it too. Like, what do you mean? You're just out here you see a girl, you like her, then you just like her to the point where you don't even really get to know her. You just want to have sex with her. And then it kind of be like that at the club. Like, oh, y'all drunk, you in there, you see somebody, you looking like, oh, okay. Like, and then you finna leave out the club and smash this person and don't know them. And some people have sex in the club. I done seen this happen a few times, know a few people personally who done did this, okay? It's not myself. At all. I don't play those games, baby. If you're not my man to be pulling no quickie in no club, okay? But all jokes aside, like for real, some people do things and it's like why? Like, I don't know if y'all know the damage behind that. Like, okay, especially if you like somebody that I used to talk to. I remember this guy, he's like, man, every time I used to talk to him, like, and we was involved. And he's like, every time I see you, I get horny. Like, I just want to rip your clothes off. And I was like, and when I see you, I just want to hang out. I want to chill. Like, you feel me? I don't want to have sex today. Like, why we got to have sex today? I remember I told him that one day. He was like, because it's fun. And I'm like, but you're not my man. I want to go out. I don't want to be in his house. I don't mind. I'd rather be out having sex than be in having sex. But that's neither here nor there, guys. Like, I'm not admitting to anything. I plead the fifth. But anyways, only thing I'm going to say is this. Like, I like to be out. And women like this. Like, men, if you're listening, and women, if you're listening too. Like, we like to be out. Especially if you're dealing with a person who got kids and they ain't got their kids. You want to come and keep them in the house and they ain't got no kids? What? No. I'm telling you, I don't, like, guys be bad as hell at me. I'll be blocking them, everything. And I'll be like, no, I'm good, love, and joy. I'm cool. I don't want that. Like, I really don't want that and don't need that. And so I have to tell like a lot of men, like last year I was speaking my truth, but I told a lot of men, like, last year I was like, I'm on a love journey. And I know you secretly like me, but I really don't got feelings for you. I'm that blunt, guys. Like when I say I'm blunt, I'm blunt. I'm like, I don't really got feelings for you. And I'm cool. Like, and I wish you the best on your love journey, but I don't want you to be around me and my person feel your energy. He might think that I'm fucking you. I'm talking to you. No, nigga. Cause when my person start personing, okay, guess what? All that's cut off. Like, I'm telling you, like, people be upset. Baby, you got it. You got it, boy. You got it. But I really challenge y'all, like, for real. Make somebody wait. Make them earn you. I always tell somebody, I was like, I don't just give my body to people. Like, you got to earn me. Like, everything is earned. You got to do the work. You don't put in no work, you ain't finna get this at all. But I don't know. It's just a whole moral of the theory of what I'm saying, that people really sexualize you even before they meet you. And it's like, wow. So the only thing you think I'm good for is just sex. I'm not good for nothing else. Like, no, that's what you're saying. And I was just telling somebody, I said, so what you saying to me, and I told you that I wanted to date and I'm dating without sex, and you tell me I want to come and rub on your booty with baby oil. So the only thing you think I'm good for is sex? You only hit me up when you feel like you want to have sex with me? Like, are you serious? But you don't hit me up to take me out on a date. You feel me? Like, some people crazy. It'd be weird to me, like, how crazy they are. And it's like, do you know what you just did? Like, what happened? And I am sensitive. And so people don't know, like, imagine you leaving your house as a beautiful woman. And I'm telling y'all think I'm lying, bruh. Ask anybody. I think all women are beautiful. Okay, like, period, point blank. But this face card never miss, like, at all. But the average woman leaves her house and at least 5 to 7 men try to talk to them. I make one post and I got like millions of niggas right on my post. And it's like, all right, like, what you want me to say? Like, that's what I said. I need somebody who's comfortable in their skin. Like, he like, man, I know my wife hot. Like, Eric Bilger got this song. He said, if everybody ain't looking at her, I don't want her. So my whole thing is, how you gonna get a pretty woman, a gorgeous woman, okay, at that, and be upset because she got a fan base? And she got a fan base not because she chose this fan base. It's just because she got a fan base. Like, no, guys, you can't. Then what part of the game is that? Like, I'm telling y'all, like, people gotta understand something. What part of the game is that? Like, no, I'm not finna sit up there and belittle myself because you ain't comfortable in your skin as a man. Like, I always tell people, I don't care who I'm talking to. You are not in competition with no other guy. None. I don't even care if I'm dating like multiple people where I'm going out on dates, checking them out. Like, you know, who are you? You are not in competition with any other man. You're the only person you're in competition with is me, my peace. Am I willing enough to feel like I can bring you into my world every day? That's who you in competition with. Is, am I okay with you in my daily life? Like, nah. It's really crazy. Like, and I would tell people, like, I don't never want you to feel like you're in competition with my peace. What I'm telling you is, I need to see if I can bring you into my life. At one point, like, I remember when I wasn't dating, I used to tell people, I'm like, well, you know, I'm not dating right now because I'm not happy. I'm not where I need to be at, to the point where I can focus on somebody to really love them for real, like, and really take my time out to really enjoy them, their spirit. I still got work I need to do. And then once I did that work and I'm Superman happy, you feel me? Like, yeah, baby, come on in here. But a lot of people don't take that time out to be like, you know what? I'm not right where I need to be at. And so I'm just going to sit down and work on me. And like, that's so crazy. People will be like, oh, you need to get over this lover. You need to get under a new lover. Like, what kind of theory is that? I get it, but I don't. Get what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I'm not about to. I remember me and my ex broke up. Me and son broke up. I ain't have sex for like 2.5 years. I was like hurt, like, and I was dealing with my stuff, like, and people don't understand that, like, that's crazy how they, like, I don't understand how you moved away that fast. Like, when you really love somebody, you feel me? Like, I was in love. I was loved back. Like, I completely. But what I will say is this. Guys, like, I feel like if you're going through a breakup, you need to really go through the stages of it. Allow you to be happy, allow you to be mad, cry it out. But if you're not happy, don't try to go be around people so that way you can be happy. this person makes me happy. Like a lot of times, like I remember I was talking to one of my guy friends and me and was talking, I was like, like he was saying like, oh, like I hit you up and everything when I'm going through it with my girl. Like you always make me feel better. Not like I was having sex with him, but he just like my energy. Like, and I always make him feel better and I always give him good advice. And so what happens is sometimes guys fall in love with you because of that. Women do too. Okay, like, oh, I'm going through something. You there? You pick up the phone for me. Like, I love that, like, about you. Like, and I'm like, hold on. But instead of you calling me, you could be calling your woman and working it out with her instead of calling me. Like, yeah, maybe you might need some advice from me, but at some point, like, it don't make no sense, because if I'm in a relationship with someone, and I guess that's just me, if I'm in a relationship with someone and I love them and I love me, I'm going to communicate with them. Like, I'm not about to call nobody on the phone when I really want to be talking to them. Like, some people like to avoid the problem they're in. Like, hey, you're in a relationship. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because some people, they like to skip that whole part, like, where it's like, hey, I messed up. I did this, and they don't want to communicate. And you start communicating with people. And guys, like, don't deal with somebody who don't communicate all the way healthy. Like, no. What you ain't going to do is manipulate. Okay, like, and control the conversation. Yes, I said what I said. I'm telling you what you did to me, how I felt about your actions that you did. Now, if you say, oh, well, you lie and say, well, this didn't happen like that. That didn't happen like that. Like, what? I'm telling you how it happened. What you did to me. And I understand, I get your point of view, but that's not what we're here and we're talking about right now. Right now, we're talking about everything that transpired on your actions with my emotions. And I be trying to tell people, I like to keep conversations separate. If I'm telling you something about me, I want you to sit there, zoom in and listen to what I'm saying. And like acknowledge what I'm saying to you if you did something to me, if you did anything wrong. Okay, like, hey, you know what, baby? Like, I understand, like, I did this to you. I ain't mean to do that like that. And then explain it. Like, you know what, this is that. I love healthy communication. I love that. Like, there's nothing wrong with communicating. But then what I don't like is if you're having a conversation, a person say, well, you did this. Like, hold on. We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. Let's separate that. Like, okay, let's talk about how I feel what you did. And then let's talk about, boom. Then you could bring up what I did that could have influenced your behavior or anything that I did that kind of made you upset. And so I was like, all right, well, cool. And people, this is where the triggering happens right there. Now, I was trying to think about the word I wanted to say. This is where the triggering happens when it comes to conversations. Because when you were like, hold up, we're just talking about you right now. You can talk about me once I'm done talking about you, because I want to make sure we stay focused on one thing. And I don't want you to pinpoint, bounce off, and try to move away from what you did and acknowledging the actions that you did towards me. I won't allow you to do that. You're mentioning something that didn't make no sense of why you said that. That has nothing to do with me. Okay. And a lot of people, they don't like that communication. They don't like that healthy communication where it's like, you know what? She right. Like, you can always tell if a person is ready to communicate with you and when they're not ready to communicate with you. Like, no lie, I'll be telling the people that all the time. Like, I'd be like, you know what? And I should start communicating how I feel about what they did to me. The next thing I know is, instead of them talking about what they did to me, how I perceived it, what happened to me, they want to go and mention something like, well, I didn't like the way you talked to me. What are we doing here? I want to get my stuff out and then you make a rebuttal. Then you get your stuff out and make a rebuttal. And then what I like to start out with now, guys, and is I always ask people, is there something that I'm doing wrong? Like, tell me what I'm doing wrong so that way I can work on it. You know, like, how do you feel about our relationship? Like, how do you feel like what's going on, like, with everything? Like, and when you hit that right there, and I let people go in and speak and tell me how they feeling and different stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, cool. Well, I now know what I need to work on, and I apologize if I did anything to harm you or make you feel some type of way. But here's the real thing, though, right here. Okay, when it comes my time to do you, and then you start, no, and you're putting blame on everyone else instead of actually listening to me say, this is how what you said, what you did to me, this is how you made me feel. This is what happened. And a lot of times people don't know how to communicate that correctly. And what I don't like is, hey, we're not talking about me. So if you mentioned something that I did, you had all that time to talk about it before and get it out. So why wait till when I'm starting to tell you about what the hell you doing wrong and different things like that? You got something you want to say to me. This is not that. Do not come for me. And that's an expression like, don't come for me now as I sent for you. But I'm trying to communicate about how you're making me feel or anything. Like, people got to understand something. Like, when communicating in relationships, friendships, family ships, intimate relationships, you know, marriage, y'all need to learn how to really communicate healthy, hear each other out. Like, I remember one day I was talking with this girl and her husband, and they were having problems with communicating. I said, hold on. And I'm like, tell me how you feel. And she told me how she felt. And I was like, hold on. And don't interrupt him while he's talking. Next thing I know, I look at him and I say, tell me how you feel. And I said, and don't interrupt me while I'm talking. So what I did was took what they both said and I toned it and I tuned it up. And I said, this is what she's saying and this is what he's saying. And I like did it like a little, like, I guess, like critical thinking for a minute. And I basically translated exactly what they meant to each other. Like, hey, this is what she's really saying. Cut the BS out. You feel me? It's going to cause an argument, but this is what she's saying. But this is also what he's saying. And I compared the two and I say, hey, y'all saying the same thing right here. But look, and she was like, I thank you so much because you helped me with that. I said, I think the way that you need to communicate. And I gave them ways how they should communicate better. And to this day, they are better communicators because of me. Hey. And let me tell y'all, and y'all gonna be so shocked about where I did this at. I literally went to a bar with strangers, did not know nobody, just walked in, sat down, and literally they were in there having a conversation, and I literally helped them out at a bar. Like, and I always tell people, like, I'm always willing to help people. Like, if you ask me, I'll help you. But if I notice and I sense something, I'm like, hold on, let me help y'all out. Like, y'all getting heated for no reason. Y'all married. Y'all need to be able to communicate. You got to communicate healthy, even for you and your kids. Your kids need to see that. They need to see if you got children. But you and your husband and your wife, y'all deserve that easy breezy communication. I always tell people, like, I like people when I can tell them, like, and this is how I really bother people too, guys. Y'all got to understand something. Is it me being petty? Like, kind of not, but kind of is. I'm that person. If you did something to me and I forgive you about it, oh, I'll see if you still bother about the fact that I mentioned it to you. I mentioned it like, oh, you remember when you did that to me? Ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, you know, like, you did some foul stuff to me. And at any point you deny me from talking about what the hell you did to me, baby, you're not ready yet. Because to be my friend or to be anybody close to me, you gotta be able to talk about whatever. What happens if I'm telling people about what you did? You can't be up there upset like, yeah, I did it. She forgave me. Like, I learned from that. Like, I know, like, not to do that, but you can't be mad if I'm telling my truth and I'm telling the truth about a real situation. Now, I won't accept that. I'm not allowing that. I might allow that before, but I ain't allowing that now. If it's my truth, you can't take my truth from me. I'm telling y'all that. Like, I don't let nobody take my truth from me. So if you did something and I forgave you, you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at me if I talk about it. Because I might be talking about it to somebody who's going through this situation and telling them like, hey, this is how I dealt with that. This is how I got over with that. I remember like one time I had a talk with one of my friends and I was like, you know, I heard somebody say that I was your flunky. This ain't that. I hang out with you. Yes, I pull up with, you know, this is me not promoting drugs and drinking, okay? I pull up, I got my own shit. I got my own weed and my own bottle. I support my own habit. I'm alpha. I live on my own. I got my own car. I own my car. Like, I pay my own rent. And yet somebody said that I was your flunky. Are you serious? Like, how was I your flunky when I'm just pulling up on my friend, you know, smoking? And I remember I was telling her, I was like, well, you don't never do nothing for me. Like, I'm noticing what they said, and I never really looked at our relationship like that. But now that they say it, like, I guess I'm always a person. I want to go out because I was probably like 24. I want to go out. But I like smoking and I like drinking. And if you my friend, you around me, yeah, I'm going to smoke and drink with you. You blessed when you're around me. But I'll pull up with my own stuff. Like, I don't need your stuff. But according to your family members, your cousin, your brother, them all calling me your flunky, and you never call me and be like, come over here and smoke your weed with me. So in order to be a flunky, that means that I must be doing things that you want me to do. So what story are you telling people that I'm not aware of? And I remember telling her, I was like, you need to come, and if you love me, then you gonna go ahead. You gonna need to come up and smoke with me sometimes. Cause yeah, I do smoke with you. Every time I come over here, we smoke my weed. You never blaze up with me, but I never really looked at it until somebody said something. Her people said something. Her cousin and her brother. And I'm like, what? I never really looked at it like that. I really just thought I was hanging out with my friend, chilling. But here you go calling me a flunky. What? Girl, beat it. But literally she heard me. She's like, you know what? I'm sorry that, and I was like, cause you never really hit me up really when you got weed to smoke. And I never really thought about it until, and that's the same thing. Like, people don't understand, like, when you're enjoying the moment and you're enjoying people, sometimes you don't really look at the stuff that they're not doing because you're just in your moment. And it's not saying like, hey, I didn't include her in my moment. Like, yes, I hung out with this person just about every day. Like, you feel me? And I'm like, wow. When I heard it, I was just like, wow, really? But when I told her that, I was like, why don't you call me sometimes, smoke with me? Why don't you pay for me to come over here sometimes? Like, yes, like you get a ride for free anywhere you with me. Like, I don't ever charge you or nothing. But yet, if I ask you for a ride, you charging me more than a taxi cab. I can get in the taxi for free. Like, what? We're not gonna go there, okay? Back in the day, man, what? I'm in the cab. I'm in the cab just because I'm pretty for free. Like, no lie. Like, I literally got rides in a cab. All thing I had to do was give the cab driver a hug. And got a ride anywhere I wanted to. A hug. That's pretty girl privilege right there. And then people be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty girl privilege. Yeah. Never slept with the man. He never touched me, my butt, or none of that. It was just me and him giving a hug, and I got a ride for free. And then, like, when I found that out and she tried to correct the behavior, I started hanging out with other people. Like, hey, my shorty came through like, hey, look, I'm going to call, get us a ride there. You get us a ride back. I was like, all right, cool. But this is like when I started, like, I jumped out the porch. It's like, get us a ride there. I'll get us a ride there. And shorty got down, busy. You feel me? I never judge people at all. I ain't never been that person. I'll never be that person to judge anybody. How she got us a ride, they ain't got nothing to do with me. But she got us a ride, and we definitely got up out of there. And I got us a ride home. You feel me? And that's real boss. This real boss talk. This is real like, hey, you know, I'm bossy. And I ain't just had nobody from Cincinnati come pick me up. I had a whole nigga from Lexington, drive from Lexington to the club I was at just to take us home. And that was it. Like, and this was back in the day. And I'm like, you know, I ain't even sleep with him or nothing. Like, he was like, all right. I was like, man, I need to ride home. He was like, all right, I'll come get you. I'll be there in about an hour, 45 minutes. I was like, all right, cool. Pulled up, hour, 45 minutes. I think it was like 45 minutes, maybe like 50 minutes later. Because I remember sis was like, dang, like, where the ride at? Or do we need to just go ahead and finesse one? And I was like, nah, I got a ride. Like, he on his way. I ain't going to do that to him. And he picked me up, took me home, took me and my friend, R.I.P. to Mimi. I heard she passed away, but that was my babe. She's a snapper. Snapback. But I'm talking about Mimi from KY. But she literally, guys, like, she really gave me what I was looking for when it comes to a friend, like, to just match me, like, you feel me, or top me. Like, it's kind of hard to top me, but you feel me. But yeah, she gave me what I was looking for. Like, she's like, hold on, I didn't even have to tell her. She like, hold on, this is what we gonna do. And I remember at this time it was during the recession too. Like, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. I just graduated college, couldn't find a job because of the recession, and it was like, really? Like, for real? And she's like, hold on. I'm going to be doing this. And then when they come out, that's when you collect money. And like, I was like, all right. She's like, just sit there. You ain't got to do nothing. Watch TV. Literally, that's all I was doing. You feel me? Like, and she like taught me different things when it came to like the streets and hustling and stuff like that. Like, but she was like pure love. Like but not everybody can hang with them though. So you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Not everybody was allowed to be around them type of girls. Like, you have to like know them from Jump Street. Like, you got to know them. You got to be from there. I was not from there. Do not know them and not family related. I don't know, but I wasn't related to them is from what I heard and know, but I wasn't related to that girl. And people were so upset. They were like, man, why you hanging with her? Like, how you get to hang with them? Like, and I remember this girl from KY asked me, like, how did you get to hang with them? And I was like, oh, she know my uncle. Like, my uncle used to date her. And I met her sister. Me and her sister real cool. And then her sister introduced me to her, and like, we just was clicked up. But she taught me how to get my money up, and I needed to get my money up, but I didn't want to get my money up and give my body away. Have sex for money. Like, I never felt right doing that. Like, at all. Like, I'm not that type of woman. Never been that type of woman. So it's like, what? Like, she taught me a better way. Like, you ain't got to do that. Like, you can do this. Instead, and it worked. I got my rent money, and then I was able to like come up, and I came up. Like, shout out to my best friend. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to my best friend. Like, damn. Both of them, God, that's crazy. But it's true. It's real. Like, guys, like, I really had a really good experience in my 20s. Like, for real, no lie. Like, when sometimes I'll be around a friend and they didn't give me everything I needed. It's like the universe will bless me with somebody else better. Like, match me on spot. I ain't got to tell them what I need, what kind of friend I need them to be. None of that. Like, to this day, like, if I was to see Mimi, she would come up and give me the biggest hug. Like, I love you. Every time. I'm telling y'all. And also this, guys, you don't need to be around nobody if they face don't light up or they energy don't change when your name pop up. Like, and it's in a positive mode. Like, I'm telling people, I say, I don't even deal with people who you don't see me, your face ain't lit up. I don't deal with people with, how can I put it to you? I don't deal with people with all that be, if you see me, your face they don't light up and you not happy. If you see me and your face is just, or it's just not, you ain't got no smile when you see me, I don't want to do it. And I know some people don't really be on some smiling stuff, but I make people who don't smile. So if you don't smile when you see me, I ain't gonna talk to you. So don't be mad if I just ignore you. It's nothing personal. It's me being real. It's like, you know what? I'm cool. I only want to be around people who really enjoy me every single day. Not one time less. They really enjoy me to the point where I ain't seen them in a long time and they see me, they, oh my gosh. And that's how I be too. Like, I remember, oh my gosh, I used to mess with this doctor and he seen me get out of the liquor store. This was about 7 years ago. He seen me get out at the liquor store and I ain't seen him in like 2 years. When I tell you this man was driving, I think it was a Charger in KY. I was in the liquor store. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about on Covington. Right there on the main street. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, all right. Next thing I look, I see this black Charger was in traffic. It's like, did some crazy Houdini shit just to pull up and was like, where you been at? I've been looking for you. I miss you. Can I take you out on a date? Like, this is the first thing he say. I want to take you out on a date. I miss you. I want you. And I was like, oh. And then he was like, what's your number? Give me your number now. I don't know what's up with me giving guys my number like that. Like, but he always been like that with me. But he's not like that. Like, I don't even know how sweet. He's like really, really sweet. But the way how he talked to me, it's like, you would think he was being aggressive, but he's not. It's just him. He's just silly like that. Man, he literally like did some crazy stuff in traffic just to get my number. I was like, man, you almost got hit trying to get my number. He was like, I don't care. I would have paid for it. But I needed your number and I wasn't going to let you get by without getting your number. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, and he linked up with me. We went out on a date and stuff like that. And then, cause I already was intimate with him before. Like, I was like, oh, top notch. Okay. But literally like, we kicked it or whatever. Like, sex was amazing that day. But it was like mutual. Get what I'm saying? Like it was, I was like, when people really go out their way, when they see you, they just happy to see you. They love on you. Like, appreciate them people, because some people will not do that. Some people will sit around you and be evil. Like, guys, I'm telling y'all, if I talk to you, you my friend, or you claim me as your sister, whatever, if I talk to you and I don't hear your voice light up, I don't hear your spirit light up, I won't communicate with you. I'm going to just leave you alone, because me and you are not on the same vibration. We're not the same person. Like, we're not intertwined. Our energies are not entwined no more. Like, I'm cool. I'm going to just let you go. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, no, I'm going to let you go, because it ain't where I want to be at and it's not where you want to be at. But I only want to deal with people that's happy. When they see me, like, you happy when you talking to me, like, literally, like, shout out to my cousin. My cousin's wife, I love her, guys, by the way. I call her the body. But I love her. And anytime I see her, hear her, or like say for instance, I was at a store and she was there. The moment she see me, I see her, we just smile and geek and give each other a hug. And like, I know her more than I know my cousin. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people be like, what? Like, yes, like, that's that energy match. Like, yeah, like when you see me, I don't deal with people if your face don't light up when you see me. That's the only thing I'm going to accept, like, in general. I remember one day, guys, like, oh, I just like talking about. I remember one day I was talking to my Haitian, and I called him, and me and him was just talking on the phone. He's like, I miss you for real, for real. Like, I miss your energy, like, and you could just tell, like, he was just happy just to speak with me. Like, it was just, his whole voice was just lit up. And I'm like, I miss you too. Like, what are you doing? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I really miss you. And I want to see you and different things like that. And he's like, yeah, he was on vacation. I think, I don't know if he was on vacation, but he was on vacation. I just ended up talking to him. But it was so crazy that, like, it was his voice that lights up when he speaks to me. And I can tell, like, even if he's texting me, talking to me, whatever, it's the energy, the light up when he speaks to me. That's how I know if a person likes me or not. And y'all got to pay attention to that to know if people really like you or not. See about their energy when they're speaking to you. You should be able to hear someone smile through the phone. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I remember, hold on, this one dude, oh my gosh, he was like, listen, he's like, I cannot believe that I was blessed by this goddess to call my phone today. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my cousin, y'all, like, literally, like, he is so funny. Like, I was like, who said that? Was that a guy? Like, no, that was my cousin. My cousin always be like, and this beautiful goddess calls my phone today. What an honor. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't even come out the house for real. And when I do, the people who really appreciate my presence, you could tell when they appreciate my presence. They be like, what? You outside the house? Like, what you trying to do? I'm trying to let you be out here. And they be so happy to the point where no matter where we at, they're like introducing me to everybody like, oh my gosh, you know who this is? Like, shit. They be like, man, I ain't seen her in a minute. Like, I deal with people like that. Like, if your face don't light up when you see me, you don't smile when you see me, when you talking to me, you don't smile. I don't want to talk with you at all. Like, literally, you good, I'm good. All right, I'll holler at you. Like, for real. And that's just what I'm on now. Like, and I always been on that, but I used to, back in the day, a few years ago, I used to just accept that, like how some people just, when they hear me, like, but they seem like they're a good friend, but when they hear from me, they're not really happy. Like, no, I only deal with people who, the moment I call their phone, text their phone, they just turn up. Because they know they about to have a good time, a good entertainment with me, okay? It's pretty radiant tea, of course. But guys, like, choose you and choose people that choose you too. Like, and that's the main thing of, like, the topic of this podcast. Choose people who choose you and choose love, but choose people who light up when they see you. And also, people, when's the last time you made somebody wait to get you? That way you can stop, like, going on so many dates, dealing with so many people. Get to know this person first. You might not even really like this person. Don't let people enter your body. You don't know what they got going on and who they doing it with. I always ask people, like, who you having sex with? Because I'm not trying to cleanse their energy and your energy too. I'm an energy worker. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'll let you. And choose you, but have boundaries with people. Like, I really think that you should experience dating, like getting to know a person, actually knowing them on a deeper level. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And don't allow somebody to put you in a box. And men and women, stop trying to pull up the men's house. Stop trying to pull up the women's house. Like, you know, they got kids. They with their kids 24/7. And the day they don't have kids, you want to pull up at their house. Like, really? No. Goodbye. Like, show somebody that you really love them, guys. Like, I really encourage you to really date and make somebody wait and tell me how that works out for you. Like, real talk, like, date them and make them wait. I'm telling you, sex is real good if you make them wait. I'm just telling you because I know. I'm telling you, like, oh, it'd be real intense in that room. It'd be hard. It'd be hot. But that makes the sex better. Feel me? People are like, well, you know, missing someone makes the heart fonder, like, but it makes the sex better too, guys. Pussy get wetter, dick gets harder, and it lasts for a long time. Like, but you gotta know people. Like, it should be like, you know what? I want you. It should be like, I want you because I spent time with you, and you are a person that I want to share my body with. That's a good, honest conversation. Like, real talk, but choose you at all times. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl, Goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT.